We've unboxed it, we've repaired it, let's expand it. Hello and welcome to the Battling Barrow. My name's Kev, and in this video, it's the third video looking at Dragon Master's game, and as we've had a look at the contents, we've repaired the box, and in this one we are going to expand it. There was an expansion for it. It was in White Dwarf, White Dwarf 145, which I've had for a good long while, and pretty much since back in the day. And I never really paid attention to the Dragon Masters bit in it because I never had the game. So what we can do now is we can have a look at the game. It's just to settle it. It's a small expansion. It talks about a new way of playing the game, which effectively means just having more players. It means it's an advertising. It's buying Mighty Empires, which use the same components to expand the game, but it does have some new tokens here that you print off. So the first thing we're going to do is print these off. I could put this under the old printer here, or I could try and find a PDF and print them off from there, and I think that is what I am going to do. Just print them off on the PDF, and we're just effectively in this, we're just going to print these off and make some tokens. This could be useful if you want to make your own copies of out-of-print games and you've got them in PDF form and print them out. I've sort of covered this in my I'm looking at the game now, Warhammer Quest game, where I made my own copy of it. So what I'm going to do rather than that is I'm going to use A4 printer paper. I think Captain Courageous gave me the idea for this. It makes it simpler rather than using spray adhesive and do what I did before in that video. So that is what we're going to do here. So what I have here is the A4 sticker printer paper. You can see it just peels away at the back here, and this is what we're going to print out onto. I have found a PDF copy of the pages in question, and so I'm going to print these off. And what I'm going to do is just print off pages. I'm going to print the pages off one at a time. I'm going to use current. I'm going to make sure it's the actual size because I want them to match the size of the tokens in the game, and I'm just going to print these off. Here it is all printed out. So I printed out the sort of what the rules for it, what the sheets do. Just did that double-sided, and on the printer paper I printed out these and these. Now, one thing I didn't notice when I was printing them out, that I am blatantly noticing now because it's coming to cut them out, is in the original, in the actual magazine, I have the lines here. I don't have them here. I don't know. Check that it's not in the PDF, so I'm going to have to try and figure that out. What it says to do here, the instructions are to cut round this, stick this onto a bit of paper, cut round this and stick that on, and then individually cut the tiles out. So what I'm going to have to try and do is come up with a way of getting the lines, the outer line at least, back on. And for that, I'm just going to line the paper up, put a ruler on the outside of the line, and put a mark on the other token sheet. Repeat that, flip it up upside down, so we have that. Line this up again, and repeat that for the other side. And what I should have here is a mark top and bottom. I can just put a pencil mark on, and that will give me my tokens, and I think that should then conform to this line here. Yeah, put them around the right way, which it does. So all I've got to do is I'll put that in and do the horizontals. So there we go, got my outer section in. I'm not worried about the internal bits, so I can use this when I come to cut those out. But I can now should be able to follow the instructions. So what it says here is remove the page, got that done. And glue, and then it says to glue it to some thin cards. So for this, I'm using some sort of cereal box card, and I'm just going to glue it onto here, and then we'll cut it out once it's on here. Like so. I can now come in with a ruler and a knife and cut this out. It now says do not remove the individual squares. Yep, remove the red counter sheet. Got that done, and cut around all the counts in the same way, and then we attach it to the back. So I shall do that now. And what I should be able to do now is peel this off. And hopefully stick this on to the back here. Gonna need a bit more light for me old eyes to see. Hopefully, I mean, looks like I am. What I'm going to do is just go a quick test just to make sure. It's a bit too late now, but I have to put a mark here, at the top here, line, and a mark here. What I should be able to do now is put a ruler in and roughly see where that's going to cut, and I think we are good to go. So it was a bit nerve-wracking doing this, I'm not going to lie. So I'm going to do it here. Try and get in the middle of the line. We have a Maelstrom C token. Tidy up all these if you want. And so it's just a case now of cutting these out. I think at this stage I'd probably just return these pair of scissors, I think, for speed. So we have Wrath of the Gods, Plague. So just gonna spend some time now cutting these all out. And here they are all cut out. Yeah, they look alright. What kind of things do we get in the expansion? So land counters, an abandoned dwarf hold, a bag of gold, bandits, chaos dwarves, chaos gate, a dragon, plague, magic standard, dragon's bane, sword. I'd imagine that's one of the rune fangs. Dwarf king, foul sorcery, master thief, dragon orb, and horse thief. Natural defences, an old dragon, sellswords, village, wandering mage, and wild horses. In the sea, you're going to get a cataclysm, corsairs, drifting hulk, maelstrom, sea elves, sea fog, tornado, treasure island, Shahadis, and all that. and Wrath of the Gods. So that's what you get a nice sort of selection, expands it. Obviously, as the base game, you get more land than sea, because there's more land than sea in the game. But yeah, they look quite good, the little tokens. Drifting Hulk. Use counter a ship. Excellent. So there's also other things that aren't in the instructions, but natural defences, bag of gold. So all that's left for me to do now is to put these in with my originals. So we've got the sea here. You've got the sea, and you can see that there are going to be differences in them. I'm just going to write 49, 5 missing, plus homemade White Dwarf expansion. I'd like to do that just in case I have to sell it for whatever reason. I know what I've done with it. But yeah, we can see that they're going to be a different colour. For me, this isn't really an issue. They're the same size. The underneath looks the same. It's a bit clearer, obviously, because it's newer. But what's it matter? You're going to see these two on the board. You're going to know that this one's expansion, this one's sea. If you've got that good a memory to remember them all, then good for you. Good for you. So we'll put this in here. I'll gather these up and put these in the bags. But yeah, so while I'm doing this, that's it for this video. That's how you make an expansion for a game quick and easy. If you want to follow my Warhammer Quest series, you can see how I make an entire game from scratch using sort of similar techniques. I'd probably recommend using what I've done here rather than printing them out and using spray adhesive like what I did. But yeah, thank you for watching this one. I think that's going to be it for the Dragon Masters series. Actually no, I plan to do another video on Dragon Masters series, and it's just painting the plastic pieces. So that'll be the last one, I think. Other than maybe trying to get a game in of it with some people, but who knows? I'll see if that happens. But for now, thank you for watching. Thank you for taking the time to have a look at my little channel. It means a lot to me. Until the next video, guys, stay safe and take care.